All right, we're at PAX checking out, what's the name of this game, Eternal?
Eternal!
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's check it out.
Sure, so Eternal is a strategy card game from Direwolf Digital. In Eternal, you use sigil cards, which give you power and influence that allow you to summon units, cast spells, forge weapons, do all that kind of stuff. There's a lot about Eternal that we think is really special. We've been working on card games for a very long time. Really with Eternal, what we're looking to do is to take the sort of pace and polish of tabletop card games and apply a kind of modern video game pace and polish to them. In Eternal, there's a bunch of digital-only mechanics that we think really add a lot to the game and expand upon the genre.
Okay.
Things like Warcry. Oni Ronin has an ability called Warcry. Every time it attacks, the top unit or weapon of your deck gets +1/+1 permanently. So things get kind of snowbally as the top cards of your deck get better and better. In Eternal, there's attacking and blocking, so you send all of your units in a single wave at your opponent, and then it's up to them to decide when and how they block, and that's what initiates combat. There's also fast spells and effects that you can use on your opponent's turn, so you're never really safe, even though you take your turn, you make your decisions, and then your opponent gets to react while you're doing it. So you can see this Oni Ronin, the first one was a 2/1, this one's a 5/4, because it's gotten bigger from Warcry triggers. Similarly, things like Teriak's Hatchling have an ability called Echo, which means that the first time when you draw a unit with Echo, you actually get 2 copies of it in your hand. So there's another dinosaur in there somewhere. One of the really fun things about Eternal is that we track all of the changes across zones, so things that get bounced to your hand or sent to the void or put back into your deck, it doesn't matter. Because as a digital game, the engine can continually track all of this stuff.
So if you buff up a dude and it gets unsummoned, you can...
it stays there, yeah. And in fact, things like Praxis Displacer, which is what's happening right now, so the 5/4 is still going back to my hand that way, and it creates interesting strategies around things like maybe you want to bounce your own guys as a way to...
So is there like a silence mechanic to debuff those, or how does it work? Or?
So silence, when things get silenced, it takes away any of their abilities, but it leaves whatever buffs are already on them.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's another, I don't know if we're going to get to see one in this game. There are also relic weapons that allow your avatar to attack directly. There are a whole bunch of spells and abilities. In Eternal, there are 5 factions that can be combined any way you want into 75 card decks, so there's a lot of room for deck building, expression, and creativity. There's also...
you said 75 cards?
75 card decks, yeah. There's also both draft and forge formats, which are limited formats where you build a deck on the fly out of cards that are presented to you. In draft, you get them from PAX, and forge, you're presented 3 cards at a time. There's a sort of, we call it 6 guns and sorcery sensibility to Eternal that we think is a lot of fun and kind of creates some spins on some classical fantasy tropes. We can see what just happened here. This guy, Lumen Shepherd, has an ability called Fate, which means when you draw it, a thing happens. In his case, his Fate ability was to play this guy, a Wisp, which is just a created card that comes out of nowhere. So when you're getting blocked by multiple units, you have to choose how to assign damage. So it's actually this guy who's getting blocked here. So we'll kill the Teriak's Hatchling. And then we'll end the game with a piercing shot, which deals some direct damage and takes down the dragon.
Cool.
That was a fairly one-sided game. A lot of them were a lot closer.
Cool. So this is Eternal, and is this out now, or is it coming out
Yes,
soon?
it's on Steam, and it's available on iOS and Android phones and tablets.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for showing us this.
Of course.